Hello, Zach. How are you today?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm fantastic. We're on video 4 of one of our long recording sessions.
That is true.
We've done two second channel videos, including a horror video about noted film The Thing.
Yeah, it is a theory in the style of these videos about the thing. And if that is your kind of thing, you should watch the video. And Tom, I gotta say, I was skeptical about how well this format would transfer over into horror movies. And the answer, at least for the first go, was phenomenally.
It was fantastic. We were losing our minds.
Yeah, it was great. And I believe your theory about the thing. And if you like John Carpenter's The Thing from 1982, you should watch that video
Yeah.
because it's very good. And we also gush about the movie,
And
which is something we've done more than once.
if you are we are seriously considering, let me correct that. I am seriously pitching spinning off that format with horror movies into its own channel. If that is the sort of thing that you want me to convince Zach to let me do, go to that video and leave it as a comment, because if that video does well, then that's how we'll know. Uh, Before we get into the theory today, because this isn't a Song of Ice and Fire channel, uh, I wanted to highlight some comments on a previous video, if you don't mind.
Go for it, please do.
On a previous video, it was the "Who is the Hooded Man" video. I asked people to leave comments and respond to other people's comments to try to make sentences out of the comment chains. You want to hear some of the winners?
Yeah, yes. I'm gonna go
Uh,
find this right now.
what do you think of Springfield nuclear power coolant drink?
That that's fascinating.
Yeah.
That seems like a promotional beverage they would make for The Simpsons.
What do you think of vibration induced ecclesiastical perks?
I don't want to know what that is.
How about dripping syrup all over defenestrating nuns, which sounds dirty but isn't.
Are the nuns being kicked out the windows, or are they kicking people out of
I
windows?
assume there's been some disaster in the nunnery, right? Like all the syrup vats are open, so the only way out is to like jump out of the windows into the syrup below.
I agree with your take.
Is what I
I
assume is
think that's
happening.
correct. That makes sense.
Let's see, what else do we have in here? Um, uh, uh, Voracious dogs can't begin theoretical arguments unless.
Oh boy, that sentence is about to take a turn.
That one's about to go places.
I want an update on that one in a future video.
Yeah. Um. Banana slammer hammers all.
Is that
Steve.
is that a is that a BSJ reference? Banana Slamma Jamma, the Dota 2 player? I wonder.
Steve often underneath our videos is really doing the Lord's work. He will comment the timestamps of important things in the videos, and this one's going to be an important one for that, because we're going to be doing this for a little while. Oh, I'm sorry. So I said in the video, if you are the person who makes it dirty, it's your fault, okay?
Yeah,
So, Zach, we're doing court right now. We're holding court at this moment. We have
yeah.
I would devour. Interesting. Then your Your. The next one, there's some responsibilities on that next person.
To make it normal.
To make that person has to make it normal. That person went with nuts,
Okay,
which
well,
is funny.
as long as as long as the next person says specifically the cashews on the table, or the next several, right?
Yep, yep, yep. I think, And honestly, I think that like the upper bound for how inappropriate a comment gets is about a D's nuts joke, right? That's about that's about as high as. So I think this is borderline, but I think it can stay. Right? Is this
I think
fair?
that's fine. Yes.
Okay. Um. Oh. And then we have Hodor. 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 Hodor spelled like the SpongeBob like alternating caps.
Yeah, yeah.
Hodor, and of course Hodor.
I'm looking at that one right now. The one above it says, "I like how none of these are sentences, but I dispute that." That is a full Hodor sentence
Yeah.
underneath.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Hodor has many can be both a noun, a verb, and an adjective, like buffalo.
Yes. Hodor, 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 Hodor. Ooh,
Yes.
I'm losing my ability to say the word Hodor.
A Hodor from
5 Hodors
Hodor.
in.
Hodor's Hodors. Uh let's see. Any others that I missed? We have people talking about how all of the anagrams for Hodor. That's very fun. We have who? All right, what do you think of this one? Is this one a problem? Gubernatorial orifices gaping joyously.
I am not happy about that.
Yeah, but I don't know who the problem is.
Yeah, I really don't know who to blame for that one.
I don't know who the problem is in this one, Zach. I don't think it's gubernatorial, that's for sure.
No, it started fine. I don't know how we got so far off the rails.
Yeah, we went off the rails pretty fast. It's hard to because like can you interpret orifice as a vacancy of office?
It, the worst part is I know exactly how you got there, and I can't dispute it.
Yeah, and then of course that orifice would be gaping if it is vacant.
I don't like the idea that a gaping orifice requires a special election.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Zach, do you want to go
Steve
ahead
Dory's
with
The
the
Theory Starts Now.
Zach? Do you want to go ahead with the video?
Yeah, yes. I
I
have a
understand.
theory here. It's got a 12 hints. It's not a huge theory. It's not especially important either. It would just be a fun little Easter egg thing. And I'm going to give you your first hint.
Zach, I have terrible news. We're doing this theory in Comic Sans.
No, we're not. We
Yeah, we
can't do
are.
that.
I can't change it.
Why can you not change the font?
Hello. That's
It
why.
seems to be you're perfectly capable of changing the font back to
But
Ben Shaft Light.
but
Ben.
but has it occurred to you that it's very funny?
Someone will unsubscribe for it being Comic Sans.
Do we really want them anyway?
Yes.
Damn it. All right, I just want. All right, fine, but if if you want me to do it in Comic Sans, you have to subscribe now. You have to, and if we
Yeah, and what you should do is what everyone should put in the comments below is a font that we need to use in a future video. Comment a font, and we will try and put every font in a theory video in the future.
that's
And
correct.
that is great because I will probably not be the one presenting.
Yeah. And if you want me to do it in Comic Sans, please like and subscribe. And if we see a notable bump on this video, that's how we'll know.
Yeah, if this video pops off, it's because of Comic Sans.
Yeah. All right, Zach. Let's actually do the video.
Uh, here's your first quote.
Yeah, I'm ready.
It was the bastard Jon Snow who had taken him. Had taken that from him. Him and his fat friend Sam Tarly. It was their fault. He was here, freezing his bloody balls off with a pack of hounds deep in the haunted forest.
It was their fault. He was here, freezing his balls off in the haunted forest. Man, can you believe we voted Smith out? What a wonderful gaping orifice that office now is. What that office is gaping joyously.
I don't know if I can be upset by that.
You know, it's getting better. Like the more I'm like working through it, it's getting better. And I believe this Chett? Is his name Chett?
This is the thoughts of Chett. Yes.
Thoughts of Chett. It was the bastard Jon Snow. I'm sorry. The bastard Jon Snow. Bump, bump, bump. Bastard Jon Snow had taken that from him and his fat friend Sam Tarly. It was their fault he was here, freezing his balls off in the haunted forest. I'm not sure that's true. I want to address this. He's like the like upsettedness he's feeling right now is that Sam and Jon had conspired to make Sam Aemon's steward.
Yes.
So Sam ended up as the like he's the one who reads and writes and the reason that Sam is even on this ranging right now is that he had he's tending the ravens so that they can send back messages. And Chett, if you were still his steward, you would still be here.
Yeah, you would be in a tent maybe with the ravens where it's a little bit warmer, but you would still very much be out on the ranging.
Yeah, and he's the kennel master, right? He
Yeah.
feeds the dogs. Like I don't that doesn't seem like when you're like in the in the mountains, feed dogs does not seem much different than feed ravens. I don't know.
Yeah, and you're both going to need to be sent out in those positions no matter what. You need ravens for messaging and you need the dogs for ranging. Like he was 100% going out, but he has a ton of resentment for Sam and for Jon.
Yeah, like
That is for
frankly,
sure.
if Jon hadn't conspired, you would be freezing your balls off in the haunted forest, and Sam Tarly would be back at Castle Black. Which is very
Yeah,
interesting,
yes.
actually. Is that a time travel scar?
Ooh,
Sam would not have
interesting.
killed an other if Jon had not conspired to get him that position.
That's fascinating. That's not where I'm going, but that is
Ooh,
fascinating.
that's very fun. And if you're curious about that, boy, do I have some time travel videos for you. All right, Zach. What like from here? There's a bunch of directions I could go in. I could go like the things that happen after this, and immediately right. I could go like down the Chett route, or like the Jon and Sam conspiring route. Which way should I go?
How does he treat his dogs? Since we talked about him being a kennel
Oh,
master.
absolutely. This by the way, these perspectives are like the perspectives in the haunted forest in A Storm of Swords. This is the prologue to A Storm of Swords, I believe. Um uh uh in these times, these are my favorite passages, right? This is my favorite plot. Maybe in the whole franchise. It's so much fun. Um he treats his dogs extremely poorly. He hits them and he starves them. Very consistently.
Ding.
And I'm just casually hoping I didn't lose Zach.
You did ding. Hello?
Oh,
Am
nice.
I
Yeah,
here?
let's go.
Okay.
Ring a ding ding,
Uh, uh,
baby.
Seven Hells. He gave the leashes a hard yank to get the dog's attention. Track, you bastards. That's a bear print. You want some meat or no? Find.
Track, you bastards. That's a bear print.
That's where you don't need to type the rest.
You want some meat? Find. No, not lashes. Leashes. He gave the leashes a hard yank. Thank you for picking, like, the least upsetting of the passages where he's mean to his dogs.
This is the crucial one, actually.
Oh, interesting.
It could not have been one of the other ones.
What? So it's not just relevant that he is mean to his dogs. It's this one in particular.
Yes. Also, I think there's a second T on Chett.
Oh, is it Chett? Is it really? Is Chett?
I might be wrong. Oh no, I'm right. Chett, the Storm of Swords.
Huh.
Chett is a steward with 2 T's. Yep.
Okay. I don't know. Most of the time that I spend with this series, I spend listening to it.
Yeah, same. I get surprised when I look people up sometimes.
Chett. And you know what? That second T is slightly out of place, and you're just gonna have to deal with it. I assume that. Wait. I would like to play for a ding, please.
Go for it.
At the Battle of the Fist of the First Men, there is a zombie bear.
No. Although that is also a potential theory you can spin off from this chapter. There's a lot you can divine out of this chapter.
This is the prologue. Am I correct in saying that?
Yes.
Okay. At the end of this chapter, Chett dies.
No.
I think he
still alive at the end of the chapter.
I think he dies in the next. Like Sam remembers him dying.
Yeah, he dies off screen in between this chapter and the next Sam one, I believe.
Okay.
Because the horn blows 3 times, and that's the end of the chapter.
Can we talk about? Maybe we shouldn't. Maybe that's gross.
What?
Very often, I love this series. Very often in this series, insanely, we have to talk about like bodily functions, right? We got to talk about that a lot. And I know for a fact that at the end of this chapter, Chett pees himself.
Yeah, he pisses himself.
That I think that happens in this franchise more than is realistic.
When I looked up, we did our Big Brain Mace video earlier today. When I looked up why Garth the Gross, his uncle called Garth the Gross, it's because he's a flatulent. And that describes, like, so many characters are known only for their rank ass farts.
Like Baelor Breakwind?
Yeah.
No,
there are at least 2 characters who the only thing we know about them is they fart a lot. And there's also that one I think he's a maester in the second Duncan Egg.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think he's a Septon Shale.
Yeah, Septon Shale. Yeah.
Yeah.
He always is farting all the time too.
All right, Zach. I don't want this to be what this video is about.
It is not. Thank the baby Jesus.
Okay. All right. Good. In the comments below, tell us other things this video isn't about.
Be nice. Be YouTube friendly.
Oh man, it just occurred to me that Be Nice is a good name for like a youth rapper, right? Like a children's entertainer who is a rapper.
Yeah. Do you want to make that album? Do you want to be a hip hop duo that imparts good life lessons on children?
Yeah, like yes, I do. I want to explore this possibility because it's like, it's Be Nice and the Funky Bunch. Oh no, it's got to be Nice and the Good Habits.
Be Nice and the Good Habit. I was thinking Be Nice and the Friendly Bunch, but
sure,
that's
yeah.
good.
Like we rap about like brushing your teeth and always saying thank you.
This would be the greatest VHS tape to ever hit the shelves in the 1990s.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my god, absolutely. I had Schoolhouse Rock. I had Little Bear on VHS, and I had Bill Nye. Yeah, 100%. I would have the rap stylings of Be Nice and the Friendly Bunch.
It's a shame they only had one rap song on Let's Rap Fire Safety. Be
Be
cool about fire safety needed at least a B side.
be cool about fire safety. It's
uh
it's astounding how much that album comes up. Is this?
yeah,
I don't know. What is this video? We're all over the place. I want to talk about the thing.
let's talk about
Fire safety.
Chet. Let's talk about Chet's co-conspirators here. There's some dings to be found,
Oh yeah.
and also you can talk about Chet as a person too.
Okay. I can connect these two. Small Paul is killed by a bear.
That's not where I'm going.
Okay.
Although I
Um,
do adore Small Paul.
Small Paul's so much fun. Small Paul becomes friends with a raven. Well, he wants to.
Yeah, he wants to befriend Mormont's Raven, who we did establish as Benjamin Stark.
We did do that, didn't we? Does Small Paul have a history with Benjen?
No, I would that would be an inspired fucking theory that I'm not presenting today.
Okay.
I think your
Um.
reaction to this theory is going to be, huh? I guess I buy it.
Okay. Perfect. What do you think about um all of Chet's co-conspirators are like, I'm gonna go home, and he's like, these guys are idiots. I'm gonna stay north of the wall
Who are the idiots he's working with? Well, also, why does he want to stay north of the wall?
because deserting is frowned upon.
What is his plans when he stays here?
He, I think he plans on taking over Craster's Keep.
Ding. Uh, Chet the Leechman's son, a lord with a keep. His banner could be a dozen leeches on a field of pink.
Lord of a Keep. Hit. No.
You imagined it and you said, wait a second.
Wait a minute. No, that's stupid.
His banner could be a dozen leeches on a field of pink.
What?
That is the thoughts of Chet. He thinks that.
No. No, Zach. No. No, 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 no. All right. I I would like to probe.
Go for it.
I don't know where Chet is from.
You do not, but I do.
Where's Chet from, Zach?
Chet mentions where he's from. Chet mentions where he is born. It's Hagsmire, where he lived and had a terrible relationship with his father.
Okay, Chet is from Hagsmire. He grew up with a terrible relationship with his father. Zach, this is stupid.
Hagsmire is in the Riverlands, and it's one of the areas you would pass through if you're not trying to cross the rivers. It's all the way up against the coast,
All the way up against what coast?
the western coast of the Riverlands.
Interesting. It's in the Riverlands, all the way on the western coast. Okay. Um, the some people in the north, the neck, and the Riverlands still practice the Lord's right to the first night.
That's true, and also more pressingly, uh, that must have been so. I don't have. Oh no, I think I don't have it here, but it is kind of important. Uh, we call Walder Frey the Late Lord because he was very late to deciding his allegiance in Robert's Rebellion.
The late Lord, because he was very late in deciding his allegiance in Robert's Rebellion. Okay, why is that relevant?
Because he didn't show up until it was clear who was winning the war, and very specifically, uh, he arrives at the Battle of the Trident after the forces have already won, and we have confirmed that House Bolton was already there, which means House Bolton got into the Riverlands without taking the crossing, so they had to go around the river.
Oh my god. Was in the Riverlands during Robert's rebellion. They could not have crossed the twins. Of course, they could not have crossed the twins because.
Because it was not clear who was winning the war at that point. Yep.
But Zach, that's stupid.
There's an irony to it.
How. Okay, let me ask you another question. I don't know how old Chett is.
We don't get a good answer on that. But
Let me
Chett,
see. Damn it.
yeah, we don't get a good age for Chett, which is unfortunate.
Hmm.
Who else in? Do you know the other people who are in on the conspiracy?
Um, not off the top of my head, but I can find them. Give me just 1 second.
Yeah.
Okay. Chet is the ringleader. We have Dirk, Softfoot, Alo Lophand, Sweet Donald Hill.
Sweet Donald Hill is what I want to talk about.
Sweet Donald Hill is often is a common contender as a Lannister bastard.
Ding. Uh, he claimed to be the bastard of some Lannister. Maybe he was at that. Chet had no use for pretty boys, nor for bastards neither. But Sweet Donald seemed like to hold his own.
Chet had no need for pretty boys, nor for bastards neither. But Sweet Donald could hold his own.
Yeah.
Bolton. Sisterton. Where's Sisterton? Sisterton is where Davos went. Okay. Raleigh of Sisterton. Clubfoot Carl. Maslin, Small Paul, and Sawwood.
It was mostly Sweet Donald that you were looking for there. I find it fascinating how much he brings up and clearly resents bastards in this chapter. He has one chapter and spends the whole time hating bastards. Look what he calls his dogs.
What does he call his dogs?
Track, you bastards.
Yes.
he constantly calls Jon Snow that bastard. He is dismissive of Donald for being a bastard, it would be really quite ironic if he was a bastard.
Okay, I got another one for you.
Go for it.
Chett is the remembering the murder of the girl that he for which he got sent to the wall. And he thinks, I picked you flowers, wild roses, and tansy and golden cups. It took me all morning. And tansy is something that is brought up very often in relation to parentage and pregnancy.
Yep. Frequently.
Yeah.
In right in a chapter, not long after this, we get Cat One in this one, where she realizes that Tansy is not a woman, but in fact he is talking about uh, aborting Lysa's child.
Huh. Huh. Well, I mean, let me fill in some of the rest of this. Roose Bolton uh, is called the Leech Lord
Yes, he is called the Leech Lord.
for his tendency to leech himself often. Is that fair characterization?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that up here. Um, the symbol of House Bolton
Is on pink.
is a flayed man on a field of pink. Zach, is this an original?
Yeah. I don't know if anybody else has ever posed it.
Damn, this is very good. We're gonna go ahead and underline pink. Where'd it go? Field of pink. Field of pink. It even says
Looking.
field of pink. It even has like a sort of like bastard symmetry, where this is absolutely like an acknowledged bastard of House Bolton. That is absolutely a flag they might take.
Yeah, yeah. And also, we now have a plausible reason for why he would have intercepted been near. We never hear anything about Chet's mother. We hear nothing. Uh, it could be that the parents split up, or that she died in childbirth, or something of that sort. That she died in an unrelated way. But if his father sold leeches, that was his job. He would go out and get the leeches,
Oh
go into the pond, and come back out.
my god, absolutely.
We have a plausible reason why his family would have encountered Roose Bolton. He's there to buy leeches.
Holy shit. Yeah, I'm gonna write that down. Roose Bolton buys a lot of leeches.
Yeah, or you at least uses them. We don't know if he buys them himself, but he
Well,
definitely needs many leeches.
I'm pretty sure, and I'm gonna try to phrase this so that the theory doesn't get gross.
Yeah,
Well, so the theory doesn't get extremely
more gross
upsetting.
than it already is. Yes.
Um, I'm pretty sure that Ramsay Bolton hit like the bastard's boys will like I don't know how else to phrase. Will like tell him about women they think he would like.
Yes.
And if that is if he picked that up from from Roose or even from Reek, because Reek would have been working for Roose at that time, uh that tracks absolutely. Roose Bolton gets a lot of leeches. My God. Yeah, no. My response to this is not like, huh, I guess. My response is, yeah, okay, yeah, absolutely. Now, why?
That's the problem, right?
Why?
I think there's an irony to this. I've looked up for like people who think that Chet's supposed to parallel Ramsey a little bit, and that like what his fate will be.
Oh my
But
God.
that can be true whether or not he's a bastard or not.
Wait a minute.
Uh,
Hang on. Um, Ramsay and Chett both could both be described as
They're
kennel
both violent
masters.
sociopaths.
Could both be described as kennel masters.
Yeah. Ramsey famously has his dogs.
Huh. Okay, I got a little hung up when you were talking about Sweet Donald Hill.
Yeah.
Because you know the theory. What's the theory where people are like the Ashford tourney mirrors the something of something, mirrors Sansa Sutras?
Sansa will marry the Ashford people.
Yeah,
That's the theory.
like this is a pretty specific list of individuals: Chet, Dirk, Softfoot, Alla Lophand, Sweet Donald Hill, Lark the Sisterman, Raleigh of Sisterton, Clubfoot Carl, Maslin, Small Paul, and Sawwood. These are that is a specific and complete list. It's interesting that we got a complete list. We certainly don't have a complete list. We don't have a complete list of the Spearwives that are in Winterfell. We don't have a complete list of the conspirators against Jon. We don't have a what else don't we have?
We this is the only time, one of the few times we get the point of view of somebody who's leading a conspiracy.
Yeah.
Now that makes me think that might also be what George considers the limit of a conspiracy, is that many people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I think people total. Might be George's cap out for how many people you can have in a conspiracy before it leaks.
So I'm like, can we find another collection of 14 people, one of whom could be cast as a Bolton, one of whom could be cast as a Lannister?
Oh yeah, it's 14.
We have
Uh,
we have two sister men. We have Small Paul, who's very distinctive.
yeah.
Clubfoot Carl. Who's Clubfoot Carl? Five surviving betrayers wander in the haunted forest, planning to head south over the wall. However, the traitors are killed by Cold Hands and his ravens. It is unknown if Carl is among them. Oh, thanks. Wait, we have a person with a clubfoot. Does this mirror anything about the Dance of the Dragons?
Not specifically.
Not specifically so far.
True.
Okay, all right, back to your theory. I'm sorry, I
No,
started
no,
cooking
you're
there.
not. No, you're good. You're allowed to cook. What do we know about, or what is popularly speculated about John's parentage?
It is popularly speculated that John is the child of Aerys and Rhaella and was baby swapped very young.
You said popularly, so I'm going to pretend you didn't say that.
All right,
But
it is popularly speculated that John is the child of Ned and Ashara.
that that's true. Also, that is
How
a popular speculation.
how deep do you
Uh,
how many times do you think I can do this? I bet I can do 10.
we could do this for an hour, and
this,
you wouldn't even need to craft any new ones.
this could be. I'd like to apologize, by the way, to Silas, who recently requested that we do more theory, less bits. Love you. You're
And
fantastic. You give some excellent music recommendations, but we are going to keep doing the bits.
you actually can't stop
mm-hmm. Um. Oh. Sawwood, who I believe attended SawCon last year.
them.
Yeah. Yeah. Did we like that
Uh,
one? Okay. Perfect. All right,
people
Zach.
speculate.
People.
People
Yeah.
speculate that John is a child of who?
Uh. Uh. No. Who is a member of the New York Yankees?
Is it the Yankees in that sketch?
Is it the Yankees? I thought so. It might not be though. I think it's actually like an unnamed baseball team.
That sounds about right for Abbott
Okay.
Costello.
It is commonly speculated that that John is the child of Doctor Who. It is popularly speculated that John is the child of Lyanna Stark and Rhaegar Targaryen. There it is.
There we go. There we go.
I had to
Which
clear 8 bits off the table before I found that piece of paper.
it's also believed that they wed first and that he is trueborn,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
which would mean that he is a bastard hating on somebody who is trueborn, and he is also unknowingly a Bolton hating on a implicitly Stark, even if he's literally a Targaryen. He was definitely raised Stark.
Run that by me again.
It's like a reversal of circumstances. He is despising somebody he thinks is a bastard when he's actually trueborn, and Chett is the bastard. And then he is also uh, hating on him for being a Stark, which is kind of funny because Chett's also a Bolton in this theory, even if he's actually a Targaryen. He is hating him for being a bastard of a northern house when he is not the bastard of a northern house. He is a trueborn of a non-northern house. Meanwhile, Chett is a bastard of a northern house.
Huh. In spite of possibly being a bastard of House Bolton. Zach, what a cool theory.
Yeah, I just thought that'd be some irony if he was a bastard, and there's a plausible theory for how he's Roose's like other bastard, and like Roose already has at least one bastard, so it's not that implausible.
Huh. Zach, this absolutely, yeah, 100%. I think this is totally reasonable. Um Now we do have an open question of why. But I don't think that that would be hard to figure out. With these last couple minutes, you want to speculate on why?
Absolutely, I don't know why this would be the case. I just saw the evidence.
So why would a random dead Bolton be relevant? Um is Chett one of the people? Hang on, let's see here. Is Chett one of the people who dies at the fist, or does he get out and escape and get killed by cold hands?
He uh
Okay, Chett is killed during the battle as
during the battle, yes,
Sam later encounters him as a wight at an unnamed wildling village.
yes.
A flock of ravens attacks the undead Chett and other wights, allowing Samwell to be rescued by cold hands. All right, what could it serve? How could it serve the story for Chett to be a Bolton? What interesting reveal could that be a part of, or what? Because he's dead, so like, kind of who cares?
Yeah,
So it must be maybe ooh, all right, what do you think of this? Maybe Chet's story relative to John is meant to overall mirror the Bolton story relative to the Starks. Um John is gone at this moment. So are
yeah.
the Starks. The Starks are also gone. All the Starks are gone. Um they're not dead, they are just gone. Um what if this suggests the like undeadification of House Bolton, right? Like they turn like not just regular evil, like not like run of the mill evil, but like end of the world evil. Like
Well, that works
Ramsay
well.
goes full Night King before the end of this.
That works well with bolt on as a theory too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that he is super Bolton coded, and then he becomes an undead. I could see that being like foreshadowing almost.
Yeah. Um, and of course, like the like Bolton Stark history is the Boltons used to be kings until a consolidation of the North, meaning Sam and other people, uh, forced this Bolton out of a good position.
Yeah,
That's kind of fun. It could just be another interesting literary parallel. It's kind
yeah.
of
No,
it's
I
yeah.
think that's probably the most likely reason for it.
Um, we could also it could also be relevant in Bran's story, though I'm not quite sure how. Huh. Zach, I like this a lot. Is there something that Chett could know or have known about Roose Bolton that could be relevant?
No, but his father could still be alive,
That's true. Could
and
that be relevant?
we have a scene set in Hagsmire later in the book. Uh, it is. Hold on. And I haven't gotten that far on my reread yet, I don't think. I'm pulling up Hagsmire, but the wiki's being slow. Uh-oh. Tom, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I got you. Please continue.
Okay, there we go. Uh, Cat 5 takes place in Hagsmire. And that is the chapter where uh
Wait, there's a chapter that takes
oh,
place in Hagsmire?
that's the one where the attendee that's where Rob writes his will.
What?
Yeah.
Huh.
That's where they talk about retaking Low Caitlin and Rob writes his will. Is Catelyn 5, which takes place in Hagsmire.
That's what happens. Is that relevant? How could that be relevant?
They're on their way to the twins.
Huh.
I don't know.
That does really nicely line up with your like your positioning theory for sure.
Yep.
They could be cutting straight across. Instead, they are going sideways through Hagsmire on their way to the twins. It's Rob's will. I stayed. Why? All right, Zach. I think I gotta leave the why to the comment section because I think this is good. I think it's so good. Like this is what really gets it right. This is the real winner up here. This one, like
Yeah.
this is flipping unassailable.
It's weird that it's in there at all if it's not meant to remind us of something.
Zach, I love this theory, and
Thank you.
I
I'm glad.
in the comments below, I really hope that you will give us a reason why. Zach, do you have
I
anything to add?
No, I also don't have a reason why. I would love to hear what our comments have to say. And yeah, please like, comment, subscribe, and submit sub theories in the comments.
Yeah, sub theories, dom theories, switch theories, whatever theories you feel like. We don't judge around here. Zach, end on a joke.
I'm not going to beat that one. That one was really good.
Eh,